Hi, my name is Ivy Jean. I'm a performance artist, a musician, and a painter.
Hi, my name is Jean-Élie Gilles. I am from Jakmel, Haitian American, and I am a professor and an artist, and passionate of life.
My name is Ebi Angel Louis. I was born in Jakmel, born and raised, and I've been around cultural life of Jakmel for around 10 years as a guitar player, singer, and theater, and now filmmaker. And I'm so proud, to work on this project.
And we have a proposal for a project for the 2011 Ghetto Biennale, which will be hosted in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. We have an international folktale exchange project that we want to complete in the month of November and December, where we collect stories through audio recordings, through drawings and writing, and through theater workshops over the course of 1 month. And with this, we want to promote the exchange of similar ideas across the world, but also to highlight the differences and the unique stories that each country has to tell with their folktales.
And folktales is always a very charged with psychology, sociology, literature, paintings, and all the different disciplines that we study at the universities.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that will be a fabulous discovery for people from other countries to be able to analyze those folk tales and make sense of them. And we are going to try to interview many of those storytellers in the countries in order to be sure that it comes from the source.
So I was raised in the countryside, and my grandmother used to tell stories each night, and we have no lights, no electricity. So we would have the moon, and sometimes there is no moon, there's no light at all. So it can be so fantastic. So my grandmother would be as an actress and a storyteller, so we would freak out and laugh and travel in our mind. And so after that, I've been working around 10 years in the cultural life of Jakmel, and I've been around theater and music and singing. So I see when you're Haiti is like you're living in a tale or in a book or in a novel, because Haiti for me is so fantastic. And so I would be more into theater and this workshop and this project, work with people around and to tell them to express themselves about the theme that will be Lugaou. In our culture, there's been a lot of myth in tales about the Lugaou theme. It's fantastic character. So I will be so happy to work with people so they can express themselves and to see what part of Lugaou they have in themselves. So I'll be so amazing to do that.
And what is interesting in what you just said is that theme of Lugaou, the werewolves, was very much in tune in America in the 1990s. We had so many movies about that, and it is such a fabulous, interesting medium to talk about the strange, the indescribable, and what you cannot understand. And I think like you said about your grandmother who was telling you stories, I remember this time when you had a lot of these old people in the city, and they were just so fabulous, and sometimes you were so afraid you could not walk home. You You were afraid to walk home so that one of these entities will not come and get you. And I think that will be interesting.
That's really what makes me get into theater. Because my grandmother telling stories is not only telling it, but see, your whole body's telling the story.
That's right.
And you represent, you make people feel and see in your whole body how to tell a story.
You become what you are telling.
Exactly.
And that's what was making great storytellers in Haiti and everywhere. for that
That's
matter.
true.
You know, and I think it's going to be a fabulous thing to be able to get people who truly had that culture, maybe the last dinosaur of the breed, you know, to be able to say that. So that would be a good thing.
Yeah, that would be great to have some money to do it, and we would be pleased, you know, if you can find some money. You're more about knowing how much it would be, but you know, it's a money world, and we need money to function.
That's right.
And so you can tell more about it.
Yeah, I agree.
The other part of our project is that not only do we want to tell old stories, but we want to tell a new story about Haiti, especially demystifying the myths that have been created about Haiti as a country. So finding a way to spiral the old stories with the new story and tell an even newer story, and to show all of the beauty and blossoming of folk tales, and how with folk tales that expresses our humanity. And we would like to do this project. We would ask for $3,000 US so that we can pay for our costs, which would include equipment, which would include stipends and food, which would include travel expenses and other things to basically realize our project. So we really, really hope that you would support our project. It's a very, very new and important biennale, the Ghetto Biennale, because it's the people's biennale. This is the first time that there's been a biennale like this. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen to our story about the International Folktale Exchange.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Merci un peu.
Merci.
En pile.
En pile, en pile.
Merci beaucoup.